All right, so the New England Patriots going into this season, we thought that this team is going to be much improved. This is a team that moved on with Matt Patricia calling plays as the offensive coordinator and brought back Bill O'Brien as OC. This is a guy who helped the Patriots have one of the most high-octane offenses during his last tenure with this team while Tom Brady was there, and bringing him back was crucial for Mac Jones' development. At least we thought so, because right now the Patriots are currently ranked as one of the worst offenses in the NFL throughout the last 3 games, especially against the Saints, where they didn't even score a single touchdown or field goal throughout the game. It is getting to the point where the Patriots are on the trajectory for a losing season. They are currently 1-5 going into week 7, and right now they are a dumpster fire of a team. They can't even score offensively, and defensively they can't make stops. What we're seeing from the Patriots right now brings a very terrible truth about this team. Amen, say man. This is the A-Man Show, back at it again for more content. Make sure y'all subscribe. I post NBA and NFL content. Turn on post notifications so that way y'all don't miss anything new from me. Anyways, stay tuned and let's get the video started. So like I said, the Patriots have been god-awful against the Cowboys and the Saints, like historically heinous god-awful. In that span, they have been dead last in points per game with a putrid 11 per game, 28th in the league in yards per play, 29th in yards per carry, 27th in yards per pass attempt, 28th in third down conversion rate, and tied second to last in fourth down conversion rate. So basically that proves my point of why New England has the worst offense in the NFL in that span. They literally cannot run the football, as Ramondre Stevenson was absolutely putrid as a running back. And it's really surprising how this guy is so bad, because I ranked him at the number 10 spot in my top 10 H-backs list. And hell, Ezekiel Elliott is averaging more yards per carry while with limited carries. They need to start utilizing more of Elliott in the running game, but still, the running back core is very subpar. Yes, the O-line deserves some blame. Although they sustain injuries, they have not done a good job at protecting Mac Jones as well as run blocking too. Looking at the wideout core, it's looking a bit worse, especially compared to the O-line and the running back core. Because in the offseason, Belichick decided to move on with Jacoby Myers, who was their best receiver for the Patriots last year, and signed Juju Smith-Schuster on a 3-year, $25 million deal. And he has been nothing but, like I said, putrid. That guy only had 14 catches for 61 yards in 5 games. Absolutely heinous. I'm gonna go off on Juju for one moment, guys, because this guy has been one of the biggest one-year wonders in the last 5 years. This was a guy who was supposed to take the mantle for Antonio Brown after he was traded in the 2019 offseason. In his second season, Juju was regarded as a top 10 player at his position, and even at times looked better than Antonio Brown himself in 2018. So the hype for Juju was real back then, but injuries happened in 2019, and then the following year, the man was more serious with TikTok videos than playing the actual game, and his play on the field reflected that. Then after that, the guy was rather an above average receiver at best. And he was never able to replicate that of 2018, even when winning a Super Bowl with the Chiefs last year. Now, Juju's out due to a concussion, but before then, the guy was playing the worst football of his career, and even Kendrick Bourne, who was an average receiver at best, is outplaying him so far. And oh yeah, by the way, remember the Patriots acquired Devontae Parker a couple off seasons ago? Yeah, the guy clearly a shell of his former self, and hell, he has been a non-factor if that with the Patriots, even after signing a contract extension last summer. Tyquan Thornton ain't doing shit with the Patriots either. Even in the tight end spot, Mike Gesicki has been really underwhelming, and surprisingly, Kendrick Bourne is the Patriots' number 1 receiver, which is very, very fucking bad. Defensively, they have been better of course, but still their defense is not fucking good. Injuries definitely has played a part into the struggles of this defense, such as Christian Gonzalez and Matthew Judon being out due to injuries, and even them coming back. They're still not good. Plus, the entire defense has been extremely banged up. The defense hasn't caused that many takeaways nor turnovers, and run defense wise, they are one of the absolute worst in the league, especially with Matthew Judon out in injury reserve during that time. So not only do you have a terrible offense, but the defense is too banged up. And it's not always like this. Especially during the first 2 games of the season, the Patriots defense have shown that they can compete and hold their own against one of the best offenses in the NFL. But that changed in the next couple of games where they couldn't even shut down the Dallas offense. And offensively, the Patriots were so bad that they couldn't even score a single touchdown in that game. And then look at the Saints game, and my goodness, that was just unacceptable from the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick had one of his worst coaching jobs of his career in that game against the New Orleans Saints a couple Sundays back. In my opinion, the Bills loss in the playoffs a couple years back takes the cake for me, but still against the Saints is up there. The defense looked unprepared and outmatched by the likes of Chris Olave, Derek Carr, and Alvin Kamara, and offensively it's of course even worse. Not only did they even score a single touchdown, but not even a field goal perhaps. Mac Jones looked as if he reversed his growth from being looked upon as a competent young QB to a rookie, as this man was making inexcusable decision making after decision making with the football, and he just could not take care of the football. Along with his mid talent at throwing the football does not help either. And some of the blame on the offense definitely need to go towards Bill O'Brien, because he has not done shit towards putting Mac Jones in the best position for him to succeed, even though I do think that Mac Jones is the bulk of the problem between the two. As we talk about all the areas that the Patriots are massively struggling in, you cannot tell me that everything that is happening with the Patriots falls under the man himself, Bill Belichick. He's the one who put these players around Mac Jones. He's the one who hired these coaches. He's the one who didn't make the proper adjustments in all the games. It's Bill Belichick who deserves the bulk of the blame here. This is the same man who pushed Tom Brady out of New England due to the lack of talent, specifically the receiving core, and also the same man that did not put enough talent around Mac Jones to succeed. Throughout the last few years, ever since Tom Brady left New England, he has been exposed mightily, especially as a GM. Do you know that Julian Edelman was the best receiver that Bill Belichick has taken as GM throughout his time in New England? Yes, Julian Edelman. And I have nothing against Edelman, as he was a very good receiver and was one of the biggest culprits towards the success for New England. But let's be honest, guys. The guys that Bill Belichick should have taken and are more talented than Julian Edelman are Brandon Marshall, Keenan Allen, Tyreek Hill, AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, Chris Godwin, and Deebo Samuel. By the way, these are the receivers that Bill Belichick should have taken instead of the receivers that he actually took all those years ago. Not even that, the man traded Chandler Jones, who was an elite all-pro pass rusher for them in the early 2010s, in exchange for Jonathan Cooper, who's not even in the league no more, because essentially Bill Belichick is holding on to the belief that we can work out what we got because we got Brady and Gronk. I'm the best defensive mind in football, so I don't really need that much talent on defense, because although it did overshadow the fact by winning multiple Super Bowls, but Belichick got to realize that Mac Jones is not Tom Brady, and you do in fact need talent on the roster and the right coaching staff for Mac Jones to succeed. And this resistance of changing this old approach is affecting this team in real time, because right now the Patriots are in a trajectory of competing for the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. Bill Belichick keeps on letting go talent on free agency and or trading them off of the belief that he'll work with what he got. And guys, coaching can only do so much. If you don't have the talent, you will not make it so far in the NFL. And right now, the Patriots do not have the talent to compete, and it's all because of Bill Belichick and Belichick alone. No wonder this man has never won a playoff game after Brady left. No wonder this man has only one 10-win season, and all the failures and incompetent moves, especially putting Matt Patricia, a defensive-minded coach, as the main play caller on offense. All the moves he made throughout the years as a head coach and GM is really straightening the narrative that Tom Brady is the one who really propelled the Patriots to glory. Tom Brady was really the Batman and Belichick was the Robin. With this apparent rant on Bill Belichick, I'm not saying that Belichick is not a great coach. I still think he's among one of the greatest coaches of all time. But we do need to bring this situation in this discussion, seeing how Bill Belichick has struggled without Tom Brady. So the fact of the matter is that Bill Belichick has been the main issue with the New England Patriots, and I really wonder if Robert Kraft is going to put up with this shit. because he has never been used to this constant disappointment year after year. And if this shit continues, if Bill Belichick does not change his ways, and also the Patriots have a losing season, then it's time to start thinking about moving on from him once and for all. So far this season, especially with this embarrassing loss against the Saints a couple Sundays ago, I don't see the Patriots fully bouncing back from that. And also could mean this is the beginning of the end for Bill Belichick, and we could see him retire altogether after this season. If that happens, then it happens. He already accomplished every accolade that every coach dreamed of in his 40 years of coaching in the NFL. And I think it's time for him to move on from coaching and start a new chapter of his life. It could also mean the Patriots should go on a full rebuild if they have another losing season. And that's the video. Let me know your thoughts about the Patriots this season. Make sure y'all subscribe for more NBA and NFL content. I really appreciate it if y'all smash the like button to help my growth on this platform. Turn on post notifications, and that is all. Stay litty. This is the A-Man Show. Sign out.